Hello everyone. Today we're going to have a brief market recap, then talk about today's speeches by RBA Governor Lowe and 2 regional Fed presidents. Then I'll run through my trading ideas for the day. This is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research here at FXPRIMUS, bringing you my opening market comment. Well, most current major currency pairs traded overnight in an unusually narrow range as investors looked for what might be the next impetus to trading. The euro is under slight hedging pressure now as 3-month puts now extend past the second round of the French election. The New Zealand dollar plunged after the EUR and NZD indicated that they didn't see inflation hitting their target until later than they had previously thought. And oil. The U.S. Department of Energy confirmed the API's huge increase in crude inventories in the latest week, but it seems this was due largely to unusually high imports, which seem likely to fade. Also, gasoline inventories fell, which was a bullish sign. And finally, several OPEC ministers are now talking about extending OPEC's production cuts into the second half of the year. So net oil prices actually rose. As for today, the major events of the day, the RB&Z meeting and the German trade balance, are out of the way already. So about the only events left on the schedule are speeches. First off, the statement following the Reserve Bank of Australia, the RBA's meeting, was slightly more hawkish than expected. So RBA Governor Lowe could take a similar tone in his speech today, and that could cause the Australian dollar to firm up slightly. The subsequent release of the RBA statement on monetary policy will ensure that the Aussie remains a market focus. As for the 2 Fed presidents talking today, St. Louis Fed President Bullard is one of the FOMC's doves. So if he comes out in favor of tightening, it'd be a big deal. Chicago Fed President Evans already spoke on Friday, so his comments probably won't have as much impact as Bullard's. Now, on to today's trading ideas. Concerns about Europe are mounting, and they're starting to put downward pressure on the euro. There's Brexit. There's a possible change in chancellor in Germany. There's rising support for the right in France. There is even another Greek debt crisis on the horizon. So the euro seems likely to weaken further, in my humble opinion. My other trading idea for today, the New Zealand dollar. The Kiwi was clobbered after the RB&Z statement. It tried to rally after Governor Wheeler confirmed that they had changed their easing bias to a neutral bias, but the bounce quickly faded. He's leaving office soon anyway and can't predict his successor's inclination. I think the fading of this rally indicates underlying pessimism for the currency, and I expect the Kiwi to weaken further. This is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research at FXPRIMUS. Get more market insights on our education pages and turn your trading ideas into action with FXPRIMUS, the safest place to trade.